Welcome back, Joanne. Hi, Deb.
Hi.
Hi, Deb. Hi, Dan.
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you. Not only are you facilitating our Parent Circle group, but you also spend time at hospice as well. Over this holiday, we just did a big Christmas dinner. Volunteers put on a Christmas dinner this weekend. What are some of the traditions, from your perspective, that help get through this really challenging time?
It is a really challenging time for families, particularly families who have lost a child, because what we see, Christmas traditions start really early on now, and it's everywhere. So it's painful.
It's constant reminders from society.
And for those of us that are joyful and celebrating, there's a lot of people out there that this is the worst possible time of year, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of fear and expectations for parents. They want to support their other children. They want things to be the same, but they're not the same.
They'll never be the same.
And the parents aren't the same, and they're struggling.
What do you recommend then, Joanne, to these parents?
We talk a lot about this in our parent group on how we do this, and it really is an individual choice. It can't really be a choice made by the entire family. And we have to sort of maybe talk to the individuals and say, well, just do what we can. And if we can't celebrate in the way that we have before, we don't have to keep those traditions.
And that's okay.
It's okay, and it's okay to be sad, and it's okay not to want to go to social things.
And it's okay that traditions change.
Yes, because they do.
And if I'm a friend of someone who's experienced a loss, I need to meet them where they're at. We say that all the
We do,
time, right?
yeah.
So that means if I've sent out the invite and at the last minute they cancel because they just don't feel like it, that's okay,
That's okay.
right? And we need to understand that. If maybe it's a extended family who want to include you and you're not ready, say it.
You can just say no. Thank them, of course, for wanting to include you, but don't feel pressured to go just to please everybody else.
That's right.
Because it's really about taking care of yourself.
Self-care.
Do new traditions help?
I think new traditions, I think the first Christmas, we always say, we hear, well, the first year is the worst. Well, actually, the first year isn't the worst from my experience, and certainly from the parents that I've talked to over the last 15 years. It's not the worst. The second Christmas is the hard Christmas, because in that first Christmas, you're kind of in that shock still. And then suddenly, Christmas is coming in. Panicked, right? What's this going to feel like? There's a lot of fear and panic and anticipation of Christmas or other, say, Thanksgiving, whatever the event is. And then the second Christmas can be tougher, because in the world has moved on, but you haven't. So you have to be kind to ourselves, and it's difficult for the other family members too. Everybody's a little bit on edge, so as a family, you need to maybe talk about what you want to do differently. Some people go away, some people don't
Yeah,
have a
they
tree,
do.
some people don't.
But I like what you said, Joanna, just about how traditions will evolve naturally
Yeah,
and over time.
and you have to be able to sit with that, right? And just
So lower your expectations and just sit with the moment.
and it will pass. It's really one day, but our society makes it like it's more than one day.
And the tree doesn't need to be decorated.
The tree
It
doesn't need to be
You know what,
decorated.
guys? My tree is still not decorated. My mom died a couple of years ago, and the tree is up this year. The lights are on, but there's no decorations yet.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Right?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to follow.
But you saw a dime this morning.
I did see a
And
dime
you know,
this
lots
morning.
of people believe the dime's a little
Yeah.
message, right?
My mom drops dimes everywhere.
And I have a feeling she's saying it's okay.
It's
the
okay.
tree's beautiful.
Well-
Do what fits you.
Yeah.
And speaking of the tree, if we talk about the tree that the parents put up at hospice this year, I went over in the afternoon and put it up, and then when I got there for the event, it had blown over. And so I ended up tying it up. And when the parents, we all met, I said, well, this is really interesting. This tree has fallen over twice since I brought it to hospice for this celebration. And I said, a friend of my son that Ben had told them, when you die, you just blow in the wind. And when I said that to the parents, they all kind of went, oh my God. And
That was your Ben.
And I just talked, but I think it was our children.
Yeah.
Right? There we were around the tree, and the wind was blowing, and the tree fell over again. And we all kind of chuckled about that.
Joanne, you've given so much inspiration for people that are hopefully listening and needing support to give us a call, and we can match you up.
Yeah, we can get through this together.
Thank you,
It's
Joanne.
hard. It's tough. It is tough.
Give us a call at hospice at 705-549-1034 if you need support during the holidays.